Revelation, verse by verse, 7 churches, February 12. The time of the end. And he who overcomes and keeps my works until the end, to him I will give power over the nations. Revelation 2, verse 26. The book of Daniel describes the time of the dark ages, which is part of the 1260-day prophecy. Yet for many days they shall fall by sword and flame, by captivity and plundering. Chapter 11, verse 33. It is a fact that during the Dark Ages, crores died by the sword in ways too gruesome to mention here, and the flame by being burned at the stake. They were indeed captured, tortured, and more. But here also was given, in the midst of tribulation, hope. Some of those of understanding shall fall, to refine them, purify them, and make them white until the time of the end, because it is still for the appointed time. Verse 35. While the faithful fell in death, Christ declared that they had actually overcome, for they kept his works until the end. All their suffering God used for good, and he will do the same for us. Our faith can be refined and made so that nothing, not even the deepest, darkest evils, could shake it. Then we will be white, clean, surrendered before our God. Furthermore, Christ promised that this persecution would not last. There would be an end. Daniel's vision of the 1260-day prophecy focused particularly on its end date. Repeatedly used are the phrases the time of the end and the appointed time. And we see in verse 35 that they are used in reference to the end of the prophecy. Thus, the time of the end is defined as the end of the 1260-day prophecy, the end of the Dark Ages, the end of papal supremacy. That end occurred in 1798 when Napoleon took the Pope into captivity. Not for many years was the Roman Catholic Church to rise again. But just as Daniel prophesied an end to the papal reign of terror, so are we promised an end at Christ's second coming. No longer will tyranny, vengeance, and deceit rule, but God's people, through Christ, the King of Kings, will have power over the nations. Prince of Peace, when I walk through tribulation, walk with me. When I am hated, help me to remember your love. If I fall, may it be upon you, the rock. For further study, Genesis 50, verse 20, Romans 9, verse 33, Romans 12, verse 12. Amen.